Hi guys, how are you guys tonight? Holy cow, it's been a weekend, I tell you. As you can see, my background is quite different than it was this morning. Background this morning was in the vehicle and pulling into the parking lot and walking you guys around and showing you all the neat vendor things. They had a best vendor booth, and the woman with the little miniature haunted dollhouses, she won, and I thought that was really cool because she deserved it. That was awesome. Those little miniature haunted dollhouses were just amazing. Kind of makes me want to do that with the dollhouses that I have down there, but yeah, I'm exhausted. It's been a weekend, I tell you. Met a lot of interesting people. Sold a lot of product. Um, let's see. Oh, wrong one. Ah, okay. But yeah. Hey, Dinka Dink, how you doing? I am exhausted. That's how I'm doing. Are you guys coming to see us in October when we do our meetup in October, October 7th? I didn't know if I had asked you guys if you were coming or not, since you are here in Missouri with us. But yeah, we just got home. I still have to put all that away. No, October 7th, the North Central Homesteaders Convention and Vendor Market. We're not going to the Pinecone Fest, baby. Uh, October 7th, we're doing the North Central Homesteaders Convention and Vendor Market. I miss you guys. I want to see ya. But if you can't make it, I totally understand. Prior commitments come first. Real life comes first. Yes, honey, in Missouri. It's up in Macon, Missouri, at the Macon County Fairgrounds. There will be me and Ashley, Jason from Ilkanirum, um, Jan, Simply Jan Homestead will be there. Um, a lot of others are interested, but I haven't. Hey, Rebecca will be there. That's another one. Rebecca and Ronald, they'll be there. No. Oh, yes, the 8th. Sorry, I had a brain fart. I'm thinking the 7th because the night of the 7th is when people can kind of start coming in and camping and getting like their campers and stuff set up and whatnot. And not Rebecca. Ashley will be staying the night at our house. Um, Actually, she'll probably be sleeping in here because this thing folds down. It's a Murphy bed. Hello, Daniel. How are you doing, hon? But yeah, I've still got to get stuff put away. Um, I've got this box boxed up and ready to send to Josh. I still have to get the new shirt put in there. I've got an envelope sitting here with business cards sitting on top of it that I need to send to Colby. And then one of my Etsy customers, I told her I would send her a free sample of the extra strength wild lettuce. And so I've got that to send to her. Oh, I've got balm of Gilead stuff sitting there so I can make that. I've got a receipt from this weekend that I got to put in finance stuff. Actually, I think Jeff was going to do a whole envelope. I have all of these business cards and stuff from this weekend. And so, yeah, it's insane. But yeah, I go through and I collect business cards because, and I didn't know it when I originally started going to these vendor markets and started collecting business cards, that I was going to be awesome. That I was going to be starting this homesteaders convention vendor market meetup thing. And so I'm wanting this thing to be huge, you know. I mean, I want it to be eventually as big as that Ozark thing. Rutherford will be or not, I don't know. But I'm telling you, this girl can dream, and I have ideas. You know, I've got ideas of eventually doing a rodeo and all this other stuff. And so I've been collecting business cards. Rick! Hi, darling. So, but anyway, I've been collecting business cards from all these people, right? And now I know why. Because I can go back and I can see what they're selling. And if it's homestead related, homemade, stuff like that, I can invite them to be a vendor. And so I can eventually have like hundreds of vendors. But man, I must be tired or something because my eyes are like really messed up tonight. Wrong way. There. Maybe if I do this long enough, it'll fix it. Nope. Oh well. But yeah, see, the hotel bed was too soft. So Jeff and I both woke up with like sore backs and all that good stuff. It was nice to be out of the house. Dakota, he took care of the animals. Sent me I know, I'm sorry. Um, he took care of the animals. He sent me a video of the cows earlier today to let me know that, you know, they were all still alive, because I am seriously worried about Clarabelle and her hip and everything. But yeah, he sent me a video that, you know, everybody was doing a-okay and still alive. And wow, I never noticed that was off before. Oh well, no big deal. Shoot, I'm far from cool, darling. But yeah, had fun. As I said, met a lot of interesting people. Met some people that were a little on the odd side. Oh no, here he comes. Everybody hide. It's him.
Did somebody say odd side?
Oh no.
I heard somebody talk about odd people. I had to be the spokesman for my persons.
Hi, Josh. Homesteaders of New England. That is so awesome. So, yeah, Rick, if they had any really cool things that you thought were neat, shoot me an email. Tell me about them. I'm stealing ideas. I tell you, I'm sitting there going, "Hmm, okay. This vendor market has live blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'll learn to talk one of these days. This vendor market has live music. You know, that would be really cool. Okay, write in my notebook, live music. So, yeah, I got plans. I'm telling you, I can dream. I can dream big. Whether or not I can get this thing as big as my dream, we'll see, right? But yeah, man. Oh my god. So yeah, I have got. Why did he put those chairs in a standby on here? They ain't not gonna fit, and I don't want them up there. Did he at least put the tent up? 1 second. Let me check. Oh my god. I feel. Ah, no. Oh, somebody's gonna die. Better come on. And it's not. Not even going. Okay, yeah, that's in there. But I wonder what happened. There's a big black mark streak going down my thing, and it's not coming off. And it's got me mad because it's not coming off. And I pride myself on my office. I like it just right because this is my space. I can come up here and I can relax. You know, it always smells good in here because of all of my smell good stuff in. It's my space. And then somebody does that and I want to strangle somebody. But these are not staying in here. I don't know where the hell they're going, but they're not staying in here. We use those at the shows, but we also use them everywhere else. So, no, it's not staying in there. I can go downstairs. But, so, okay. Well, that, I don't, is it upside down? Yes, they brought it in upside down. Those leaves. Anyway, this was pure red, but I wanted it to match that chandelier thingy that I made. And so I painted it orange. And then I took the pink and just kind of went over it a little bit here and there so it would match my chandelier. And then I used this and these little things. I don't even know where I got them. But anyway, I had Jeff cut them and then bend them differently. And so I put these on there like that. And then I can store different stuff in them at the vendor market. And so that's what that is for. But as I said, I mean, we literally just pulled in the driveway. So that's why my live was like 30 minutes late, is because we were unloading stuff. I wonder. So these sandbags are like extremely heavy. But I'm wondering if I can't get them in here somehow. That way they're not like, oh, nope, that ain't gonna happen. And I don't want to rip them, but I don't want them out either. Oh crap. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I don't know. I'll find some place to store them. But because the tent we keep in this big thing here. I tell you guys, holy moly. I promise I did not. Hi, Rob. Okay, I did not spend everything I made. I promise. But I couldn't resist some things. And I bought these from the same lady. It was our next door neighbor. Hi, ugly dog. How you doing, darling? Okay, the little old lady next door, she was not doing very good business at all. But the reason why is her attitude. She wasn't greeting customers when they came in. She just was sitting there. You know, I mean, every now and then she'd get up and she'd kind of walk over and stand next to a customer. But that was it. And so she wasn't doing very good as far as sales went at all. You know, Jeff and I, we were greeting people that glanced our way. So, you know, a customer came in, we got up. You know, if you have any questions, please, you know, let us know. Is there any certain thing you're looking for? Anything we can help you with? I mean, we were, like not smothering them, but, letting them know that, hey, we are here for you. But I started feeling sorry for this old woman. I mean, a bad attitude like that. So, in a way, I got this from her, and she paints all of this stuff herself, which I thought was really cool. So, so there's that. But it's a gnome. I mean, come on. Hello. How can you say no to that? Is that not freaking adorable? I mean, come on. But anyway, I'll set that on Josh's box. And then she had these in the $5 bin. I guess they were stuff that she had originally made and had priced up but didn't sell. And so she had, like a $10 bin and a $5 bin and a $3 bin. And so I love that one. Love you until the cows come home. So I thought that was cool. And then, if you know me, I like birds, right? I can put that one. It says welcome, but it's got a bird nest and some eggs because, I like birds. So it was in the $5 bin also. And so that's the three things that I bought. So 20 and 10. I spent $30 just on me. That's it. That's it. Now, ask about Hunter. Okay, Hunter got a $25 truck, two $6 snow cones. Oh yeah, oops. Um, I did buy a large flask that was $12 and it was full of homemade root beer, and the refills were only $2. I bought that for Jeff and I to share. Homemade root beer. I mean, do I have to say more? Let's see what else. There was a funnel cake involved. Um, two things of coffee. Me and Jeff. Hunter. Oh, and Jeff got a lemonade. Hunter also got two things of homemade ice cream that were $4.50 each. Hunter also got some cotton candy that was like 3 bags for $10 or something like that. But he got a bag and I ate a bag and there's still one bag left. Um, I know, but the flask is glass. It wasn't like a cheap, plastic flask or anything. The flask is a thick glass, and so I thought that was kind of cool. Let's see what else. The hotel room was like $199. We put $50 in gas going up there. No, nothing in gas going home. Um, There was Casey's Pizza for supper. There was McDonald's 2 mornings in a row for breakfast. I think that was it. Maple cotton candy. I know. I can't help it. I'm a sucker for funnel cake and homemade root beer. I mean, come on, who wouldn't be, right? But yeah, let's see. There was so much stuff I wanted though. I mean, it was just like the only reason I bought that stuff was because the old woman had a bad attitude and she wasn't making any money. But you know me, soft heart. But yeah, there was lots of things I wanted. And the truck, the $25 truck, okay, it started out with Mommy, there's this really cool thing that me and Daddy want to buy you. And I'm like, there is? And he's like, yeah, it's this truck. And, I'm thinking this little bitty cute, wooden farmhouse truck that I can decorate with. That's what I was thinking. Jeff didn't say a word. So I'm sitting there, I'm seriously thinking, oh, this really cute little farmhouse truck I can decorate with. Yay. Okay. Well, I mean, all throughout, like 3 or 4 hours, every few seconds, it was, Mommy, can Daddy and I go get you that truck? And I'm like, in a little bit, bud, let things slow down a little bit, because I mean, Hunter has a way of bothering us the most when we are extremely busy. I mean, we literally walked through the front door just a little bit ago and hadn't unloaded or anything. And it was, Mommy, can I have something? I'm like, Hunter, we just walked in. We've got an entire vehicle we've got to unload. I mean, come on, give us a minute. And so he's like, the worst possible times, he wants something. So, I kept telling him, just wait, just wait. And then after a little while, I'm kind of starting to catch on. Okay, wait a second. He's asking way too many times. So this has got to be something not for me. So one of the times before he asked, I said, Hunter, I said, would this happen to be more of a truck that you're wanting and not something for Mommy? And he just did that little quiet, not saying anything thing. And I'm sitting there going, Mommy finally caught it. And so I was like, okay. I was like, you and Dad can go see how much it is and whatever. A little bit later, they come back carrying this wooden semi. And I look at Jeff and he's like, it was $25. And I'm like, okay. Can you say spoiled rotten? I sure can. I know the boy is spoiled rotten. Do I help in spoiling him? You bet I do. Do I want to? No. Do I? Yes. But he did have several meltdowns. The thing with autism, you never know what is going to set them off. Something didn't go his way. He threw his wooden truck. When he threw it, what happened? It broke part of it off. Mind you, it was gluable, fixable, no big deal. Oh, boy, that set him off. He sat and screamed and cried. We kept trying to calm him down, telling him that we'd, fix it. As soon as we left there, we'd go to Walmart, get Gorilla Glue, we'd fix it. Oh, no. Okay. Well, then I'm standing out front of our booth and I'm talking to a customer and I go to move and all of a sudden I felt my sandal give way. And the customer just looks at me. I didn't even see her look down, but she just looks at me and she goes, your sandal just broke, didn't it? And I said, yep. So luckily I had taken my boots, but I had taken ankle socks. What did my boots do? They rubbed a blister on my leg above my ankle where the boots were rubbing. So I'm like practically limping after that because they were hurting my feet so bad. And so, I'm telling Jeff, I was like, as soon as we leave here, we've got to get my sandals fixed. And tomorrow I am wearing my tennis shoes. I'll bring my sandals with us as a backup because you're going to fix them, but I'm not wearing those boots, not without long socks. I didn't take long socks with me. It's like, holy freaking cow. See, what was maple bacon. Oh, if you ever get a chance to try maple bacon cotton candy, oh, or maple bacon saltwater taffy. Oh, oh my God. You're talking about fat girl's dream. I'm telling you. Mm-mm-mm. That stuff is something now. Mm. Um, there's a place down south or ish Missouri. Sells like tons and tons of candy, like every candy that you can dream of, even candy from the past. This place sells it. They sell the maple bacon saltwater taffy. Oh, luckily we have been down that way twice, so I have had it twice. Once was Lake Stockton. When we were coming back from Stockton, we stopped by there and I got some. But yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, I know. Maple bacon. Oh my goodness. Who would have thought, right? Oh wow. It's amazing. It seriously is. Okay, but in a way, I don't even know where I'm gonna hang this stuff. And it's just like, why did you get it? And I'm like, I don't know. But I know this is going in my living room because, my living room is kind of done in birds and it says welcome. And so it's going to go in the living room somewhere. So I know that one. Oh, Tink. Tink. Okay. Did you change your name? Because I swore it used to say Dink and Tink. And now I'm noticing it says Dink and Tank. And so I'm like, did I just never see that right? I know cowboy candy. That's like that uh like some type of pickled jalapeno relish thing. Okay, I must have always just not seen it right. Wow, sorry, but yeah. Um, and then this one, I don't know. I may hang it in the dining room when I eventually get all those holes patched. But bacon, anything, yeah, right. I think that's what we're going to do for our breakfast that we're going to have here is we're going to do eggs, of course, because I mean, we've got chickens and they lay a dozen eggs a day. And so it's like tons of tons. Life with Tamara and David. I think Teddy Bear is wanting in. He missed me. Let me see if it's him. Teddy Bear, is that you? Was that you? Did you miss the mama? Huh? Did you miss the mama? I know. Mommy missed her baby. Yes, I did. I missed him. Yes, I did. I seen all these puppies and I got to love on and pet all these puppies. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could have brought my sweet darling teddy bear. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah, I know. You missed the mama, didn't you? You are a mama's boy. Yeah. Guys, you could not ask for a sweeter pit bull. When you pull in the driveway, he may act vicious, but I promise you, he is not. Huh. You're fine. You're fine. And this one, I honestly have no clue what I'm going to do with it because I don't have anything this color, these colors at all. But I couldn't pass it up. I mean, I absolutely could not. I love that. I mean, it's just, oh, darling. I don't know if I'll get it closer so you can see. See? You see the gnome face and the little gnome and the gnome hat and the beehive and it says local honey and it's got a bee right there on the beard and some it's just too cute. I couldn't pass it up. And so yeah, I got it. I really haven't I don't have anything this color, but I seen that and I just fell in love with it. And I'm like, I'm gonna get it. And I told her, I was like, okay, I said, if it is still in your booth at closing time, I said, I'll buy it. It was still in her booth. Why? Probably because she had a crappy attitude. But yeah, she kept. Oh, and I hope and pray to God the old woman never sees this video, which I seriously doubt she will. But I really hope she doesn't. But she would come over and she would gripe about how some of the young ladies were dressed, which I mean, some of them were dressed, a little, yeah, a little bit of something, something too much of showing. But hey, if their mom and daddy let them out of the house like that, then, either one, their mom and daddy don't care how they're dressed, or these young girls were comfortable enough in their own bodies to wear something like that out in public. If they're that comfortable, by God, let them. Heck, my daughter Caitlin, I'm sure she's worn worse out in public. I probably guarantee she has. But you know what? Caitlin is stunningly beautiful and she's comfortable in her body. So you know what? Let her. Me, on the other hand, I am not comfortable with my body, so you would never see me in something like that. If I was comfortable in my body, I'm sure there's some pictures out there when I was comfortable in my body of, you know, I have a Halloween outfit of a witch. The witch skirt was a little on the short side, but I'm telling you, I was comfortable in my body. I knew I was skinny, I knew I was thin, and I knew I was hot in that thing. And so I wore it. It was Halloween. Would it have been something I would have wore to work? Oh heck no. Would have been something I would have wore just to walk around downtown? No. But it was Halloween, I mean, Halloween is one of those times where you get to be okay. No, Rick. Okay, darling. I love you. See you later, buddy. But I mean, it was Halloween, and Halloween is a time where you can be anything. I mean, it really is. Today, it was so freaking awesome because there was a guy, and he was so cool. He was walking around dressed as a fox in a tuxedo. He was a young guy, had dark hair, but he had this white streak just that was dyed, and he was wearing a fox tail and had a fox mask and a tuxedo. I mean, and he looked freaking cool. Eventually he took the fox hat off and was walking around all the booths, and he just had this fox tail. And I'm like, that's my dream guy. I want to be like him someday. He just not a care in the world. It was so awesome. Hi, Cindy Squirrel off grid. How you doing tonight? But it was just really cool. That he just, I don't know, it was just cool. But I guess he had been to the Steampunk Festival in Hannibal last weekend, which is something I have always wanted to go to. I just want to see it, you know. But I guess he said that he went there last weekend, and he said that it wasn't as big as it normally is. And I was like, what? Because I don't know. I've never been there, and so I don't know how big it normally is. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just something that I just thought would be cool. But yeah, I got to dress up a little bit. I mean, I had on my leather bracelets, and I had on my dragonfly necklace, and I had my hair up, and my Norwegian or my Viking Brett in. And hi, Colby. And I had on like one of my peasant skirts and my peasant blouse, and I looked kind of cool. Not as skinny as I wish I was, but I looked cool. I mean, I even got a compliment on my tattoo, so I was like, yeah, go me. Okay. Well, I hope she had a blast at Silver Dollar City. We are hoping to take Hunter down there at some point in time. Um, One problem with him is the rides. He's one of the reasons of going to Silver Dollar City is the rides, and I don't think Hunter would do it. He's too scared of stuff like that, and so I don't know if that would be something he'd be interested in or not. The drive-through zoo that's down there, he would probably love that. Um, some parts of Silver Dollar City he'd probably like, but I don't think he'd like the rides because he's not like that. Maybe he will when a couple of years when he's a little bit older, but I don't know. He's different. He's really different. He's a worrywart. He, I mean, thinks of some of the most off the wall things that can happen. You know, I mean, he, you tell him somebody's hurt, and did they die? Well, no, they just got hurt. They skinned their knee. They're not dying, but yet, he'll ask that. And so, I don't know. He's just different. But, man, I'm telling you guys, it's been a weekend. I think Jeff's getting ready to. You've never been to Silver Dollar City? What? I have been to Silver Dollar City twice in my life that I know of. Once, for sure, when I was a kid, my dad and my stepmom took me. And Jeff and I took Trenton several years back when he was still younger and at home. But and then we've been to Yellowstone once. I've been to Colorado Springs and Manitou Springs. Well, I technically lived in Colorado Springs for about 9 months, and so I, got to visit Manitou Springs and the shopping district several times. But Jeff and I've been to Pikes Peak at least twice in my life. Once when I was little, and once with Jeff. And then I have been to the Cliff Dwellings twice that I know of. I don't know if we went to the Cliff Dwellings when I was little, but I know I went once with my ex and then once with Jeff and I. And then North Carolina once, beach once. And that was awesome. Absolutely loved it. Got a bottle, or not a bottle, but a jar that's got some ocean water and some sand in it. It has Atlantic Ocean on the top of it, North Carolina, Emerald Isle Beach, So that was kind of cool. So I brought part of the ocean home with me. So, but yeah, I'm 48, so we would have went last year. And so I was 47 years old before I ever stepped into the ocean. And so it's kind of cool. But I tell you guys, holy cow. But yeah, I have got to count money. I've got to do inventory on all the product that we took. My tinctures sold like mad this time. And I think the reason why is because of that book thing that I made. That was when they walked in, they seen my tinctures, they seen that book thing in front of it, they immediately started looking at the book. They started looking at the ailments and then what tinctures went with the ailments. And then they started buying. And I'm like, I should have done that a long time ago. Should have done that a long time ago because that probably would have sold like hot, they probably would have sold like hotcakes at the other vendor shows. I am exhausted, darling. I am so exhausted. Man. I went to bed last night. I was so tired last night. I went to bed last night with my makeup on. Didn't even wash it off this morning. So I am hoping that I have time to wash my makeup off before I go to bed. Holy cow. I'm telling you. Man. But yeah, so that's the stuff that I bought. But um yeah, I mean, two of the vendors that were there were at the Lytton Center earlier this year. Um, one was the lady that was across from us that sold the tumblers and stuff, and then the other one was the lady that sold the boho stuff. If you watched my video from this morning, she's in there, and I tell you guys that I remembered her from the Lytton Center, and it's just you see the faces enough, you start to know them. Like when that lady was across from us selling us the tumblers, I was, I'm so sorry. Dang it, you mentioned yawning. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I just read your word and I started yawning. But okay, I'm not going to look at the chat and read your word again. um, but she was right across from us, and so I was seeing her face all day, you know, and so it was just her face, embedded in my head. And so when I was handing out the flyers and everything, I walked past the booth and I seen all the tumblers and I just looked, and sure enough, I stuck my head into her booth and I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And she asked how we were doing, and then Jeff ran into somebody that he knew from the Lytton Center, and so him and that guy stood and talked for a while. And then let's see, then the boho people, um, I don't know their names. I just know that they sell the boho type stuff, and it's just I remembered them, because that's the boho stuff is something that kind of interests me, kind of a boho farmhouse style. Even though I decorate more farmhouse, I still love boho stuff. And so I remembered them. I remembered their business card. That's I went to get one of their business cards and I'm like, wait a second, that looks familiar. And then I started looking around at the stuff and I put the business card back down and I was like, you were at the Lipton Center. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, yep. I was like, I don't have to worry about getting one of your business cards because I still have it. And so, yeah, I still have it. I've got a drawer here, two drawers actually. One drawer is with business cards of stuff. Okay, how do I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. Okay, one drawer, it has business cards in it of people that I want to remember because I want to eventually buy something that they were selling. The other drawer has business cards in it of stuff people were selling that I don't want to buy from necessarily, but I don't want to forget them either. It's just, I mean, some people, they just sell stuff that I'm just not interested in, but yet, I don't want to forget them either, just in case, someday it's like, oh yeah, those people sold that. So and so was looking for that. Oh, hey, you know what? Here's their name and number. I mean, you never know, right? I mean, I had so many people take my business card, just for and it was, I mean, people were just walking in. They would grab a business card and then they'd walk out. And I'd be like, okay, I wonder what that was about, but they had their reason. Maybe they couldn't stop and buy something right then because they were in a hurry, but they wanted my business card so they could check us out later, and see what we had. you know, Maybe they seen something that they wanted to buy when they were walking by, so they just grabbed the business card so they could buy it later. I mean, you never know. And so, but yeah, I think just getting Hunter in the bath. Oh my goodness, Wendy, stop! You still have so much to do. Don't even think about getting tired right now. Holy moly! But yeah, um, my watch hours have dropped again. I'm down to 1,272. And I know why. I know why. Um, when I first started my YouTube channel and I started learning about watch hours and all of that, hey, Broken Hearts, Gail, how you doing? I was putting out a video literally every week, and then I got up my guts enough to do a live every week. And so there for a while, I was putting a video out and a live every single week. So I was doing 2 things a week. And then, okay, hun, you have a good night. Love you guys. Big hugs. Or as Sophie would say, angel hugs. My friend, I had not talked to Lupe in, I mean, gosh, it had probably been a year. But Lupe has this adorable daughter named Sophia. And Sophia is the absolute most cutest, adorablest little thing in the world, I swear. And so when Lupe called the other night, just out of the blue, totally surprised me, totally awesome. I miss her like crazy. And I don't remember what I had to show her, but I went ahead and I just hit the video button so I could show her something. And so Lupe came on video. And of course, there's Sophia, wanting to be the star of the show. And she started, when Lupe was telling her, will you just go on? Let me talk for a minute. And Sophia would be like, angel hugs. And that was the first time I had ever seen that. I had ever heard that. Most people just do, love you, but no, Sophia had her own angel hugs thing. And so I thought that was awesome. Okay. Gail Southern Living. Awesome. I know that channel, but I didn't know this one. So yeah, that's awesome. So how are you doing, Gail? You doing good, darling? Oh, crud. What is today? The 10th? September? Okay. Ooh, yeah. Sometime this week, I have really got to make some type of a video for Tony because I'm in that collab that he's doing, and so I don't know when, but I cannot forget that collab. Otherwise, Tony's going to kill me. So good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing good. I like hearing when my friends are doing good because when they're not doing good, it kind of sucks. So, but that kind of sort of reminds me I need to do a kind of an I'm sorry type thing. Um, I know some of you, yeah, I would love to, hon. You just send me information on when you want to, what times are available, or whatever, and just let me know. I'd be glad to. But yeah, I had posted a reel on Facebook of something, and it drew a lot of attention, and I did not mean for it to draw a lot of attention, but it was how I was feeling at the time. It's kind of how I feel a lot of the time, but I didn't mean for it to sound, I guess, the way some people took it, and so, but okay, darling, I appreciate it. Yeah, just email me, let me know times available. Teddy, you can wait a minute. I hear a little clicking from puppy toenails outside. It's either him or Clifford, one of the two. But I do need to trim nails. I've got like a list a mile long. I've got all of the dog stuff sitting on the counter. Animal stuff. Animal stuff. Okay. Uh, I've got the toenail clippers sitting there because I have to trim toenails. I've got all the boxes of the dog flea and cat medicine because I need to put the flea and cat medicine on. I've got the warmer sitting there so I can give Clifford his third dose of warmer. And I have got the pet shaver sitting there because I've got to. Please do not take this the wrong way, but I've got to shave my cat. No, I'm being serious. Okay, my cat Itty, she's 16 years old, and she can't lick her neck anymore, and so she gets all of these mats on her neck, and she is so laid back. She doesn't mind the shaver. She don't like baths very well, but she doesn't mind the shaver. I've shaved her before. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't mean it bad, but she doesn't, and so I've got to shave her down, and I will take a picture and try to post it on my community tab of my shaved cat, and I promise you, it is a real cat. But yeah, she's gotten just so old. She can't reach places, I guess, because maybe arthritis or something that she used to be able to reach, and so she's got these really bad mats on her neck, and she gets dandruff really bad, and so it's just easier just to shave her. I mean, I don't shave her bald. In some places I sort of kind of do, like where she gets the mats really bad, like her neck and then like around her butt, her tail. I do kind of shave her bald in there. But the rest of her I try not to shave completely bald, but I just try to shave it short enough that it takes a while for it to at least mat back up, so I don't have to shave her again. But I need to shave her now because winter is coming in, and I want to make sure her fur is grown back out before winter gets here, and so I need to shave her. But yes, did your cat get matted and stuff really bad too, or am I just one of the lucky ones with an old cat that gets mats really bad? But yeah, Itty, she gets just these mats, and I feel sorry for her, and I don't want them to get any worse, than they already do. And so yeah, I shave my cat, but she don't mind it. I mean, she's just so laid back. Maybe it feels good, or maybe she just really likes having those mats shaved off of her. Yeah. Itty's my mom and dad, they had Itty's sister, and Itty's sister passed away, I guess, with sometime this last week, and so that's kind of got me a little worried. But I mean, genes are different and stuff, so I mean, you never know. Itty may live 2 or 3 more years longer than her sister, or she only may live another week or two. You just never know. But mom and dad said that Itty's sister went down just like really fast. And so I'm praying that that doesn't happen to Itty. Never know. But man, I need a drink. Guess all this jibber jabbering I'm doing is making me thirsty. But we had a good time. Got to see a praying mantis above our kind of hotel room door. And the hotel we were staying at had a whole bunch of Mexicans that were doing work in the area, and they left this morning to go down to the state of Louisiana to do some work down there. And so I asked the one young guy as he was coming up. I said, "Do you speak English very well?" And he's like, "No." And I'm like, "Okay." I was like, I'm going to ask you in a way. And I pointed up at the praying mantis and I said, do you know how to say that? Missouri? And, oh, ashwagandha. Well, okay. It was kind of a tie between ashwagandha and wild lettuce. I mean, those were my two best sellers as far as the tinctures went. I mean, seriously, the ashwagandha and the wild lettuce. And then but he couldn't tell me the name of it. And then he pointed to an older guy. And so the older guy started walking up and I said, you speak English pretty well? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. I was like, how do you say praying mantis? And I pointed up and I showed him in Spanish. And um, he was like, ora, orados or something like that. He said ora first. And I was like, orda? And he said, orda is pray. And I'm like, okay. And then he said, like, orados or something like that is praying. And then ashwagandha. Oh, yeah. Ashwagandha is good for a lot of things. I mean, I tell you, ashwagandha and bee propolis, those two, I mean, man, they are good for so many things. It is unreal. But yeah, ashwagandha. Oh, I shouldn't have sat with my leg underneath me. I'm getting too old for that. I'll learn eventually. Yeah, I have got. Oh, why did I get up? Ashwagandha is a root, and so if you tincture it, you want to try to do 100 proof. But it's just, yeah, that's ashwagandha. I can't I can't tilt it too much. Oh, yep, it's already spilling out. But yeah, it's just, I mean, oh, it didn't spill out. It was the knot of the thing. But yeah, that's ashwagandha. Trying to get it to where you kind of see it. But probably see it better through the jar, actually. But yeah. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, ashwagandha. You use the root of the ashwagandha. Oh, I sold all of my honey vanilla chai tea. So I'm going to have to bag up some more of that. I sold, it was either all of my flower garden or all of my sweet nights. I cannot remember which. So one of those I'm probably going to have to completely redo because I'm almost out of there too. And then, you always get those special requests. And so, well, no, oh gosh. Let's see, I've got to do a comfrey tincture. I've got to do a soap made with the Mayday fragrance, which that will probably be the first soap I've ever done. And then there's something else, and I've got it written down on the back of my notebook. But I do special requests. Like Kayla Vanderbeck, well, it used to be Vanderbeck. I don't know what it is now. But she, last year at Huntsville, she wanted me to come up with a homemade bug spray, which I now have all of the ingredients for it. But it took me forever to come up with something that I felt was safe enough. Okay, because there has been, I guess, some controversy on like lavender with boys, I guess, uh, and glands. And so I wanted it to be something that would be safe enough for an entire family. So I had to, nix the lavender because, I mean, if there's any truth to it, yes, I have my Etsy store. If there is any truth to it, then I didn't want that, in my product. And then uh, Eucalyptus globulus is another one that there's some controversy with, and but Eucalyptus radiata is supposedly safer, and so. But I mean, I literally just within the past couple of weeks finally was able to order and get everything in to make it. Yes, I have. I actually bought a vanilla essential oil to put in it. And so this probably spring I will get it made and put on the website, and so Kayla will be able to buy that for next year. But yeah, somebody wants me to make a soap out of my Mayday scent, and then someone else needed me to come up with a tincture for constipation that would be safe for a child. And so I'm really going to have to really look in and study on that one. And then another woman wanted me to do a comfrey tincture. And my comfrey or my tinctures, period, I don't care what they are, they will take me 8 weeks. I don't do this normal 6 weeks. I go ahead and I do them 8 weeks and I shake them every day. Some people, they do their tinctures for 3 or 4 months. That's fine. But mine sell. I sell mine. And so I don't let mine go for 3 or 4 months. I let them go for 8 weeks, just enough time to get the maximum effect that they need out of what is being used for. And so I've never made soap. This will be the first time. um, the reason I haven't made any soap is because I already do so much. I do salves, lip balms, bath salts, shampoo and conditioner bars, homemade sunscreen, heart lotions, and sugar scrubs. I am getting into sublimation. Um, I've got all of the stuff to do soaps, and I've got all of the stuff to do candles. But I'm so busy doing the other stuff that I have and the teas. Oh my gosh, I cannot forget about all my tea stuff. I do all of that, and so I just trying to keep up with that stuff. I haven't been able to fit my candles and my soaps into my schedule yet. I will though. I will. It's just I need to be able to get to a point to where I'm done with other stuff and I can kind of make this an 8 to 5 job. Because I really enjoy doing this stuff. You know, maybe like on the weekends that I have vendor shows, take 2 days off during the week to, counteract that or, something like that, you know. But yeah, yeah, I've got, I don't know, but yeah, I want to kind of get into sublimation on some things, like I got to make a correct version of Josh's shirt this week. I've got to do a short sleeved Will Away shirt for Jeff because he wore his Will Away shirt that I made him today, but it was long sleeved. And it was like in the upper 70s, lower 80s today, but he still was in a long sleeve, and I felt bad, and so I'm going to make him a short sleeve Willow shirt today, or not today, this week. That way he can wear it this coming Saturday at the Huntsville uh, thing, the Old Settlers that we're gonna do. But I've got a lot of stuff I've got to do. I've got to count the change and see what is in there and how much we made compared to how much we spent, and that's the part that's going to scare the crap out of me. I know, because the vendor, to be a vendor there was $100, and so and then the hotel room was 199 and some change, so the hotel room was like 200. Hooga! How you doing, sweetheart? You doing pretty good, darling? We didn't go to a meetup. We had a vendor market thing in Chillicothe, Missouri, called Chautauqua in the Park, and it was huge. It was huge. If you watch my video from this morning, oh my gosh, there were tents everywhere, everywhere. It was it was absolutely insane. Oh wow, fire truck with a flag. I need to write that down on my list too, because I really want to, when my event gets huge, I really want to make sure I represent, the country. I know. That's what I was thinking too. We gave away, we we always give freebies, which is one thing I noticed when I was walking around. I didn't see any other vendors giving out anything free, but we always give out pencils, carpenter pencils, keychains and the carpenter pencils have Willoway Ranch engraved on the side. The regular writing pencils have Willoway Ranch engraved on the side. The keychains have Willoway Ranch and our logo on the front, and then on the back it has engraved URL symbols. What are those things called? People can scan them with their phone, and it takes you right there. I can't even think. That's how tired I am. I can't even think of what those things are called. But yeah, the keychains have those on them, and then rulers, which we don't have the rulers engraved, and it's because they were clear plastic. But it was also a freebie. All of that stuff, it costs pennies, if that. And so we think of it as free advertisement. Every time some carpenter guy goes out and he sharpens that carpenter pencil and he goes out and he uses it, it's got our name on the side of it. He's going to think of us, you know, and, so as free as advertisement, he'll think of us and be like, QR code. Yes, yes, exactly. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I was yawning like crazy earlier. Dink and Tank were in here, and I just, yeah. She typed in the word yachty, and I yawned just to hear the word, and now I'm thinking the word, and I'm yawning, and so, yeah, it's been a heck of a weekend. Wow, walked away with, oh, nope, not the exact amount. Here's one. But yeah, I always make sure that I keep so much of stuff in my box, and so Okay, hold up. Things are messed up. Okay, hold on. How many fives do I normally keep in there? I normally keep 6 fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. Please tell me I have some 10s. Gosh darn it. I think I've got 1 10. So I'm going to have to get some more 10s. Holy cow. QR code cards for the cage, and it brings up all the info on it. That sounds cool, Huda. Oh, wow. Gail, that sounds cool too. Okay, no, because I need a 20 for the 2. I start out. Crap, how am I going to do this? Because I need. Okay. So I put. These will cover the 4 10s that I normally have in the drawer. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 551 in cash, a $70 check, and that doesn't even count whatever I made on Square and Venmo. I didn't make anything on Cash App or PayPal, but I made tons on Square and Venmo. So let's do some totaling. Hold on, you messaged me. My aunt. How did you do this weekend? Because my aunt was there too. So I don't know yet. I'm counting up now. Okay. 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 Who wants to be my calculator while I read you off some numbers? Let's see. Where are they? Square would be first, probably. Oh, man. Maybe. Okay. Transactions. Whoo! Okay. Let's see if I can find my calculator on this thing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 551 in cash. So 551 in cash. I don't know about the change yet. And then we got the $70 check, which I pray to God that thing ends up being good. Okay, and then 257.17 on Square. And let's see, Venmo. It was only like $50, if that. Lord. It's still not loading. I'm so tired. Oh, yeah, something went wrong. Try again later. Really? How about now? Is now later enough for you? Of course, I am on internet, so let me take this off of internet. Try it again. Urgh! No, you don't. You're gonna give me what I want. I want my Venmo balance. Thank you. $56.03. So, okay, plus 6.03. So that's $934.20. Holy crap, guys. And I don't even know what we made in change. Probably not a whole lot in the change really to even matter, but dang. Not quite 1,000. And this is the first show that we've ever done where we have made this much. But then, let's see. I need to write that number down because Jeff is going to want to know that total. Okay. Okay. So 934.20 is the total that we made. But let's see, that's minus the $200 for the hotel room. And then you minus the $100 for what it costs to be a vendor. Then you minus the $50 in gas. And then you minus the $43 in pizza last night. And you minus the probably $20 we've spent for breakfasts the last 2 mornings. I don't even know what else to minus. I know there's probably tons. We probably actually made about 450-ish would be my guess. But that's still, I mean, next year, if we take our camper and the camper spots don't cost anything or cost very little, that's $200 more that, won't be going towards a hotel. That would be going into our pocket. So, not bad. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate your time. But yeah. So, but yeah, I've got to get these 220s broken down into 10s because I always try to keep the same amount in my box. That way, I don't. Hey, Rock Chick, how are you doing, hon? So, but yeah. So, then, yeah. Some of this will have to go back into Jeff and I's joint account because it was our joint bank account, that paid for the hotel room and stuff like that. And so I've got to put some of that back into that account, but then the rest of it I can put in the business account. And so, good, hon. I'm glad. As I said earlier, I feel better when my friends are good, I'm good. I'm just tired. So, but yeah, I think Jeff will be happy with that number. If I holler, he probably ain't gonna be able to hear me because I think he's rolling up more cigarettes. He rolls our own cigarettes because it's just cheaper to buy a bag of tobacco and all of that. And so, but I know, honey, I know. We had a really big vendor show the last 2 days, and so it's just we weren't. I mean, it wasn't really a lot of sun, and it wasn't like humid, extremely overheated or anything. I mean, it was a little warm. I mean, this fat girl was sweating a little bit, not gonna lie. And so I think it just zapped some of my energy out of me, just so yeah, I'm tired. But I'm happy and blessed that I sold a lot of product, and I'm going to be busy the next week refilling some stuff. Other stuff is going to take me a while. But yeah, it's about 8 minutes until Hunter's bedtime. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, make sure that Jeff gave him a bath, because if he didn't, then I'm going to pop him in the bath, give him a quick scrub down, and put him to bed. And so I am going to get off of here. Oh man, my butt's dragging. But anyway, love you guys. Stay curious, stay kind, stay subscribed. You guys have a good rest of tonight, and you have a good week. And hopefully, if everything goes well, I will see you next Sunday night, because our vendor show for next week is Saturday. So, love you guys. You guys have a good night too.